I'm Angela. How I found Faster EFT? Well, I did EFT and just so happened to find that I did level 1 and came away from it feeling like something didn't resonate inside me. There was something missing, and I felt subtle shifts in my perceptions and in my beliefs, but it wasn't enough to feel like I was, that it was really changing my life. And maybe subconsciously I knew I was on the right track, but there was just something missing. And as fate would have it, I looked to find a practitioner closer to home and found Helen, and didn't even realise that the words faster appeared before the EFT when I went to see her. And then I noticed that she was doing something totally different, and the process of releasing was so much more effective for me. When having come here this week, I felt like my whole mindset has changed. The first day I was probably a little bit overwhelmed, probably by Robert's provoking the way he is, and sometimes it stirred feelings inside me, and I thought, oh, why is it doing that to me? And that's because I don't like to be provoked. I like to stay in control. I don't like to lose control. And so that was really difficult, but I had an amazing session this morning where I managed to identify a lot of reasons why I am the way that I am. And for the first time I'm 46, but for the first time in a very long time, I understand. And that's always been really important to me, is to understand why my mind and why my behaviour is the way that it is. And making the connection between the fact that I was born into this environment, and did I choose it? Well, some people would believe that I did, but I came into my life when my father was only 19, left his homeland, came here, was all alone, and I've taken that on as my story. I'm alone, even though I've got 3 kids, a husband, a big extended family, and have always felt really alone. And I never really understood what it was all about. And now I kind of have great clarity. It's not about it is about my experiences, but it's more about how I've perceived my life based on where I entered into this earth. And so it's been an amazing journey, and I really, really, really understand now that it is all about the subconscious. And now I really understand that when I'm emotional, it's because I'm in a trance. And I didn't get that before. I never understood that that's what it was. And even on my second day after doing the course and coming home to my 17-year-old daughter, who was in an absolute trance and crying and carrying on, and I didn't know what to do, but then I just sat beside her and I thought, she's in a trance. She's just manifesting all this stuff. I thought, what will I do? And I started tapping, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. I didn't know what she was in a trance about. She didn't want to tell me. And I sat with her for about 45 minutes and we just tapped and said, let it go. I didn't do anything else except let it go. And peace and deep breathing. And after about 15 minutes of it, she hated me touching her, like tapping on her. And I said, fine, can I just touch? And she said, no, even that's shitting me, Mum. And I said, okay, do it in your mind. So she did it in her mind, and every now and then when we got to peace, I would squeeze. And she finally just relaxed. And then she was able to say what was going on. And so, yeah, I understood. It was so evident to me. The trance, everything that she was in was just amazing. And just by tapping, I was able to just get her to a state where she could just... I know she was feeling when she was crying, but she wasn't... She was in a trance. She wasn't really saying what was manifesting in her. But I had no content, I guess is what it was. So I was just working on the emotion. So that was, I always say my children are my greatest teachers. And so is Robert Smith now. Yeah, so it's been an amazing, amazing experience. And I said to the girls this morning after my crossfire, that was the best money I ever spent, and I would pay you triple for the things that I managed to let go of this morning. So I'm really, really grateful to you both, Helen and Deborah. That was life-changing. So, yeah. But yes, it's just been amazing. So I thank everyone and everyone for sharing their stories. It's just been a beautiful, safe environment to be able to speak and make connections with like-minded people. So thank you.